The presidency is considering adopting tighter precautionary measures against the spread of coronavirus in Nigeria. But the government insists the economy will not be reopened until it is safe again to do so. Now, an indigenous innovation is making it increasingly possible to slow down the spread of the virus. In this special report, TVC News senior correspondent Femi Akonde reports on homegrown efforts to stop the virus.
Necessity, they say, is the mother of all inventions. Here comes the child of necessity, a disinfection walkway for humans, invented at a time when the spike in the number of COVID-19 positive cases forced the federal government to impose a lockdown in some parts of the country. Work is in progress. Collectively, a group of local scientists, researchers and technicians assemble a health equipment that may slow down the spread of the coronavirus.
I've been teaching and working in the wild, especially with wild animals.
Enang is the inventor of this first locally made disinfection booth. He is a forestry and wildlife lecturer and researcher. For him, coordinating the execution of this project is one of a kind.
We did all the engineering designs, day and night. We work here. Of course, the lockdown didn't allow us to move. So we camp here, men and women, working round the clock.
Conceiving the idea was not a problem, but executing this plan was almost an impossible mission. Enang operates in Nigeria's education sector, where the approved national allocation to the universities, including research, is less than 1% of the country's gross national income. Also, the difficulty in accessing the meager research funds is another reason for the decline in research outputs from Nigerian tertiary institutions. Now, out of desperation, the country is looking up to scientists, tertiary and research institutions to provide solutions that can break the chain of transmission.
Researchers are there, researchers are waiting, but there is no funds. Even when the fund is there, the bureaucracy will kill you. As I'm standing in front of you, I have never enjoyed TED fund grant. Not because I shouldn't enjoy it, but the bureaucracy and protocol of getting TED fund grant is too huge for a serious scientist that, has other alternatives.
The spread of the coronavirus continues to attack the country's health and wealth. The number of infected persons is also on a steady rise, with the death toll already close to 300. A novel virus with no known cure and difficult to stop its spread has altered the global order. But back to the workshop for manufacturing the disinfection walkway. We are told this decontaminates and kills all bacteria and viruses it comes in contact with.
Every machine, as you have seen, has a fever detection thermometer which raises an alarm once your fever is above normal range. Even when it is lower than the normal range, it also raises another alarm. So it's not something anybody can come through and enter this bank without being detected. It goes a long way, at least, to sift out people who are already having fever, and by so doing, you can clearly pick out the person that potentially has a problem like malaria or even the COVID symptoms in terms of high fever.
Enang's idea got the attention of Prince Jacob Momo, a strong advocate of local content and a prominent industrialist in Nigeria. He agreed to bankroll this invention. His group of company, Jamob Energy, powered this initiative in response to the urgency for a remedy to the ravaging pandemic.
I am driven by innovation. I believe that we have right-thinking Nigerians that are in this country, and they have what it takes to fix any challenge that we find ourselves as a people. I also believe that having the right team of people in place, you can be able to solve any kind of problem.
The federal government is still racking its head on how to safely ease the lockdown and reopen the economy. But Mr. Momo says installing this disinfection walkway at public places is a smart way to keep more people safe.
You see that the government is working in line. We have had some kind of discussion which are coming out positive in my own view. And I think the government of Mr. President is passionate about Nigerians having back their lives, because when you deprive people, lock them within their four walls of their house, it's like you are imprisoning them. And most people survive, their survival is based on the number of times they are outside there to trade based on their little petty tradings that they are doing.
Indeed, a novel precautionary measure against the novel coronavirus. This would have cost a lot of sweat, hard work and money. Maybe with more of this innovation in Nigeria, it would be safe again to reopen the economy. Femi Akonde, TVC News, Abuja.